What is up, boys? It's your boys, Hairless Dave and the Dog Biscuit. We're back in town and it's going down.
Skip.
I should really start preparing those in advance because what the fuck is Hairless Dave and the Dog Biscuit?
That's the iconic traveling comedy duo, don't you know?
Dude, you want to tour Canada known as only Hairless Dave and Dog Biscuit?
Only if it's our stand-up routine that we've been working so hard on.
Can we just never indicate which one of us is Hairless Dave?
They'll know. They'll figure it out.
They'll
That's part
know.
of the fun.
They'll
That's part of the
know.
fun of the show. It's
One of
like
us are just up there clean shaven.
yeah, it'll be like one of those mystery murder dinner parties mixed with a stand-up set, you know?
I
Except the
don't
mystery.
know.
There's no murder, and the only mystery is who's Hairless Dave, and it's not much.
There's no murder, and the only mystery is who's Hairless Dave. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, guys, so we're back with One Piece 1127. The chapter title Adventure in the Land of Mystery. And we're starting off with Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage Volume 15. The kidnappings weigh heavily on Dogstorm, Daimyo of Curry. I feel like maybe he should do something about them.
Instead of just sitting on a beach.
Like with his...
Eating food.
Is he the peg leg pirate?
He's got a gun leg.
He does
like
have a
the
gun
opposite.
leg.
It's like the opposite of Barrett. Oh wait, no, is it a knife? It's a knife leg, actually. I misspoke.
It could be a gun. It's anime. It could... Gun swords are a thing.
Nekomamushi's the one with the gun arm. He's Barrett from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but what if he has a knife in there? God damn it, we're tangenting too hard.
Okay.
Let's read the chapter.
All right, let's read the chapter. All right, so we're seeing a bunch of giants. This is in a village. There's buildings there that also look like they're made out of Lego. There's a fire. Put it out with spring water. What is that smell? Is it from the forest? If it spreads to Yggdrasil, the world tree, then our country is finished. We should report to the sun god. Huh? The sun god?
Yeah.
Okay. Clearly there's some funny business afoot. There's no reason the Stingmores would have fallen from the sky otherwise. And this is all happening in what I assume is Elbaf, and there are a bunch of buildings made out of Lego. There's some big bees with frowns on their faces. They're not happy bees. They're on the ground, and they're not very happy.
That's true.
So those are the Stingmores. We see some more giants arguing. From what those in the forest say, that rumbling earlier was the sound of the ear god collapsing. Impossible. What could possibly cause that titanic rabbit to fall? And now we're cutting over to a place called Big Stein Castle. We hear some screaming. It's still alive. What is with these horrible giant bees? We see Nami, and she's got Zeus out and zapping the bees. Good morning, Nami. Where are we? I don't know. I thought we were riding on the giant ship.
Okay, so just the fact that it's called Big Stein Castle or Big Steen, I don't know how you're going to pronounce that.
I don't either.
I'm really hoping Loki is just a short giant where he's still like 40 feet tall instead of 45. And he's trying to marry a little woman so he feels tall compared to them.
That'd be actually pretty funny.
That's honestly what I'm going for. I'm calling it.
Okay. Someone come and save me. Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. I'll even settle for Usopp. Am I going crazy? I don't even remember changing. Where am I? Is this a dream? And you just see she's got like some sort of outfit. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of, but it's definitely
it's like giant. A Viking barbarian-y outfit, but this does imply someone changed Nami's clothes while she was asleep.
Yeah, some Absalom level shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
What castle is this? And you see something off in the corner. Hey, Nami! Oh, that's Usopp's voice. She's running. She trips on one of the Lego pegs. Ow! What's going on with the ground? It's all bumpy. Who hasn't been there? Anyway. Oh! We see a cute little bear.
That's a hedgehog.
Yeah, whatever. You say tomato, I say hedgehog.
That's not what happened.
You just see this little hedgehog. He's sweating a little bit. He's smiling now. He's like, it's huge. And the hedgehog freaks out and spikes out. He starts growling at him. Yeah, wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Usopp, where are you? I'm down here.
Okay, so what are the odds she's just hallucinating from the juice?
I love that. Because what? Did she have some absinthe?
Yeah, and she was like drinking a whole big jug of it, and was like, "I've had
Mm.
too much."
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, you're right. So anyway, we turn the page, we see half of Usopp sticking out of a giant cat's mouth. Save me! You're supposed to save me! What is that monster? I'm in trouble over here too. What is this? Some kind of castle of monsters? The hedgehog's just really mad. He's like, "Wee!" And Nami's got her Noibo out and says, Extend, Zeus! I can do that. Whoa, I'm gonna fall. And the hedgehog, pushing back against Zeus, pushes Nami off, but he's also getting zapped. She's like, whatever, just zap it. So, just chaos unfolding. You see Usopp in this cat's mouth. You see this hedgehog getting electrocuted. Nami's falling off of this ledge. And she bounces off the cat. The hedgehog's still getting zapped and lands on the cat, which in turn zaps the cat, I guess.
Oh my god, this really is a chaotic series of panels.
Already, the Straw Hats are causing chaos, and Luffy's not even made his presence known yet. So Nami and Usopp are just looking at all this, like, what? I have a bad feeling about this. Me too. Oh, I love the mustache on Usopp.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see
Like
that.
a little moustache. Oh, he's got a cute Anyway, so the cat's really angry. He's all sizzled. He's like, "Meow. What have you
Good
figured
cat
out so
noise.
far, Usopp? Thank you. Same thing as you, right? I woke up and I was here. I remember we were getting drunk on the giant ship, and that's right, that alcohol. Didn't he say it would make us hallucinate? The spirit is known as the Green Fairy, so you called that one.
Well, it's not confirmed yet. They're just theorizing with us.
Hmm. Okay, so they get to a ledge, they're screaming, It's a dead end! Ah, we're so high up! You mentioned hallucinations, Nami. Maybe that means this cat is just a vision and isn't really here. Huh? Hallucinations can't hurt me. The cat just angrily
It
smacks
just like
Usopp.
beach slaps them.
And Nami's just crying, Usopp! Oh my god. Oh. So with that, the cat slaps Usopp off the building. Nami's kind of starting to fall too. And they both seemingly land blackout for a second. And when they wake up, they see what looks like a manticore from Impelled Down a
I was
little
gonna
bit.
say, like, that looks straight out of Impel Down.
Mm-hmm. Ah, why is it a lion now? We're done for. Usopp, get up, open your eyes. We're about to die. Growl! Eek! Don't use me as a shield. Oh, Nami! For the crime of making my beloved cry. Death! Ifrit Jambe! Ipal Gear 4, Gum Gum Elephant, Three Sword Style, Black Rope Dragon. And this lion's just like, "Rawr," and just gets assaulted, just straight up murdered by the monster trio. Twister, Whip, Strike. And Nami's eyes are bulging out of her head. She's screaming. Usopp's also screaming, but he's on the ground. His eyes are bulging. So the lion's falling down, but then his mane disappears and turns into a cat.
I think he's he the cat from before.
And that would be
Ooh, I
my.
like the outfits. Turn the
No,
page.
I'm really digging the outfits. Soro's looking up. He's got some cool visor on. It's dope.
He almost looks like Drake.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, with the shoulder pads too,
Yeah.
especially, yeah. The heck? You turn into a cat. Luffy's just sitting on top of it. I'll pass on this one. The roast rabbit earlier was tasty enough already. Oh my god.
Oh, did they eat a god?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Luffy. Oh my god. Okay.
Your first god shows up on the island and eats your old god. That's how the religion solved. He's the one we're with now.
He's just eating every. Oh my god. All right.
That's
That roast rabbit.
hilarious.
That roast rabbit earlier was tasty enough already. Hee hee hee. Nami, you had me worried. I was so scared, Sanji. Poor Usopp is dead. Alive. I'm alive. I'm going to remember that you used me as a shield. Not again. There's some other huge creatures around too. If they taste good, it's worth the trouble to whoop them. Fucking Luffy.
Loopy.
So yeah, like John mentioned, all their outfits are pretty fucking sick. They're all Viking-ish
Vikings.
inspired. Yeah. Find the sea and our ship comes first. We don't know how the rest of the crew is doing. Speaking of food, what about that hive and all the bees you knocked out? That's a respectable food source. Honey's very nutritious. And now he's just freaking out. Why are you all so comfortable here? Where are we? And that's the end of the chapter, I guess.
Okay, so not that I wasn't confident last week, but I can confidently say we're officially at Elbaf.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ever think we weren't going to Elbaf necessarily, but ever since they told us on Water 7 the next island is Fishman Island, I've just never been convinced that they say we're going next where we're going. So,
Mm-hmm.
but we're here. Like, it's officially official.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What a
no,
chaotic chapter to kick it off with.
this was a good start, I think. Yeah. We got a little bit of world building, lore building in the first few couple pages with the giants like yelling and exclaiming, everything's going bad, and then it's just chaos after that.
It's just chaos after that. We are thrown into a world that doesn't make sense. We don't know if we're hallucinating.
Mm.
Uh, I thought these guys were all on the ship still, though, save Luffy.
Yeah, now I need to go back because if it's just these five, I'm cool with that because it's the East Blue Five reunited, not reunited, but you
Oh,
know
I
what I mean.
kind of like that on Elbaf.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what did happen to the Sunny then? Because I figured to be with the people who disappeared.
Yeah, no, that's a really good question. Because we all woke up. I imagine Luffy and the other and Zoro and Sanji also woke up somewhere in Big Stein Castle or around it at
I
least.
mean, they say finding the sea and the ship comes first, so they don't know where they are either.
Right. So they probably, same as Nami and Usopp, woke up in those outfits and started choosing chaos.
Okay, that's pretty. You did. Let's think about that though. So it's these five who got teleported. It's the East Blue Five on Elbaf, but that doesn't seem to be random. They all seem to be teleported here. Does somebody here have any familiarity with them besides the giants on the ship? That were like, these are
Well,
the five guys. This is the Sun God and his disciples.
that's what I'm trying to pinpoint because it would have been these five that and Vivi that met Dory and Bragi on Little Garden.
Ooh, how
But
fun of a twist would it be if seemingly out of nowhere Vivi's here? Like, just also got teleported in. Because the last time we saw her, we had, what's his name, Wapple, being like, remember Vivi, don't piss him off. We have nowhere else to go. What if she
Mhm.
has somewhere else to go?
I mean, listen, I'm all for a Vivi comeback, so I'll just say, yeah, I agree with this. Let's
Like,
make it happen.
that's a little far-fetched, but if it's the
Mhm.
people that the Giants met on Little Garden, that only makes sense.
Now, what if it turns out? No, this is an even bigger stretch. So, but
Go
I'm going to
ahead.
posit it anyway. What if
Gotta.
Morgan's real person is a giant? Think about it. Think about it.
No,
We don't know what he actually looks like.
why wouldn't he be a giant albatross then?
Mm-hmm. See, I told you it was a stretch.
It's not just a stretch, it's a shrink.
Mm-hmm. A stretch shrink. You don't see those anymore.
No, I don't buy that. I don't know who the hell Morgans is, though. Like, I think the most plausible theory is he's Scopper Gaban,
Mm,
but that's really fallen apart in recent months.
yeah.
Like, there was a whole thing about
Um,
he's been building the narrative in Luffy's favor, but then suddenly we get Luffy kills Vegapunk and is a terrorist and sucks. So I have no idea who Scopper or Morgans is. Also, where the hell's Scopper Gaban?
for another time, I'm sure. Um, what's the deal with these animals? Why are there animals in this castle? Does Loki just like animals?
Well, I mean, they said the one rabbit was a god. This cat seems to be a king, so maybe he's also a
Hmm,
god?
potentially.
The bees were some kind of relation to a god. I mean, I know, like,
Well,
Vikings and Norse mythology involve a lot of animal gods, deities, and whatnot, so I
yeah,
don't put it
and the
past them.
only ones I'm familiar with would be Jormungandr, who's I'm pretty sure is a giant snake that
That sounds right. Like, he's the
and
world serpent, if I'm not
world,
mistaken.
yes, thank you, the world serpent. And then Loki's got a familiar relationship with wolves. Um, some say he can turn into a wolf, you know. So I know wolves, serpents are big in Norse mythology. I'm unfamiliar with the rest of it. I have to imagine these stingmores tend to the world tree. That one, maybe, perhaps.
Wait, say that again?
I have to imagine these sting wars that we see Nami kind of
Yeah.
fry tend to the world tree, like just go about taking care of it at the
Oh,
top,
I see
maybe.
what I was wondering what you meant by tend to.
Mm.
Yeah, you got big bees.
Yeah, sting wars. Very interested. It's just I'm not. Hmm. I'm not used to Oda just kind of throwing us in the deep end with this first page specifically. It's like,
No,
Sting Wars, Yggdrasil,
I'm definitely
this
glad
weird
you're
god.
reading though, because I would not have gotten Yggdrasil. I
Well,
mean,
I
I
play.
I see enough of that to pronounce that kind of correctly, but I
hmm
definitely didn't get Eeg from it. I don't know what I
That's
would
one
have
of the.
said, honestly.
It's one of the benefits of playing God of War, Ragnarok.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
so you're gonna read this entire arc. Spoiler alert.
oh shucks. They're still gonna throw some weird Norse words at me. I'm not gonna know how to pronounce.
That's fine. I'm gonna mock you for them.
Okay, I appreciate it. Keep
But
me
yeah,
honest.
so really somehow this is an incredibly chaotic chapter with a bunch of lore drops, but there's not too much to go over.
Well,
It's
yeah.
we're in a castle with a lot of big animals, and it's the East Blue crew.
hmm
And yeah, we're on Elbaf, and we're hearing a lot of Elbaf words.
A lot of Elbaf words. But yeah, most of the lore dump, I wouldn't even call it lore dumping. It's just subtle. Here's this. We'll probably explain this later. Is like
Mm-hmm.
first 2 pages, and then it's straight up chaos until
Like
the end.
it's literally just we find a big cat and a hedgehog, and we start
hmm
running.
And well, somehow this lion turned into a cat. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah,
Hmm.
not that that's not a
Ooh.
great way to start an arc, but
Oh, it's
man,
great.
you just for me, you're never gonna beat Water 7, where we just go in and everything's happy and peaceful and fantastic in every way, and it's just this magical world. This is great, but this is more thriller bark-esque, where it's like, whoa, what the hell's going on?
It's kind of like that. I'd even liken it a little bit to Wano, where it's just Luffy on the beach and he sees a monkey and Komainu fighting. It's just like, what the fuck did we walk in on?
Don't get me wrong, I see the comparison being made, but that still somehow feels less chaotic.
No, you're right. This is just like balls to the walls. Here's a cat. Here's a hedgehog. Also, um, I don't know.
But yeah,
That's really the bulk of this chapter. But
I
yeah,
want another Water 7 arc where we just go to say, let's just say Laugh Tale, because that's the first one that came to mind. And we show up
Mhm.
and it's a perfect happy town. And everyone's like, wow, pirates, that's so cool. You must be Luffy. You're the sun god and stuff. And then shit goes crazy because it turns out the town's been infiltrated. Not necessarily that exact plot again, but just that
No,
like
no, no, I know. Yeah.
everything's perfect and turns on a dime.
I feel it. I feel it. So, okay, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
This lion thing that kind of looks like one of the manticores from. Okay,
Impel
no,
down.
I've already disproven my theory because I was thinking of those guys that were said they had awakened Zoan fruits.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering if this cat had a Zoan fruit of some kind. Just because.
How does that ruin your own theory? That's totally possible.
Well, did the manticores have awakened Zoan fruits? I thought those were just animals.
Well, yeah, but what if this cat ate the manticore fruit?
Mm, fair enough. I mean, they call it a lion by name. I
Well,
don't know.
no,
The
they said
face that it.
it's a lion now, but that again doesn't mean anything. At this point,
Yeah.
we can only take what they say with a grain of salt because they're experiencing everything as we are. They have no idea what's
mm,
going on.
Yeah. No, my only basis for that is the face looks like the manticores from Impel Down. We saw awakened Zoan fruits there.
But
So
yeah,
I don't.
that seemed to just be a regular ass manticore. I don't think it was an awakened anything, but that is like the exact same face.
hmm And I don't think that's unintentional. I think that we're supposed to think about it a little bit, but maybe I'm thinking a little too much there.
I mean, if it is, I'm sure Luffy will point out, hey, I've punched this face before.
That's true. Right? Yeah. So, yeah. Um,
Yeah, so officially, everything I possibly had to say about Elbaf is out the window. I have no idea. I thought maybe it's the friendly Shanks Davy back fight. I thought maybe it's like Shanks is here and he's like, Luffy, I'm glad to see you, but I'm gonna take your road poneglyphs. But now it seems like there's an all-out war. Now we've been teleported, so there's somebody here doing trickery. I got my Big Stein Castle theory, where Loki's just like a below-average sized giant trying to feel big. I actually really like that. By the end of the arc, we stand a short king. I'm so game.
I really like too that it's called Large Stein, or what is it, Big Stein?
Big Stein, Large Stein.
Large Stein. That's what I'm calling it from now on. But it's just already, evoking imagery of like, oh, this is, named after a mug that you drink beer out of. Like, that's what these giants are all about.
Oh, so. I didn't even catch that part. I was thinking more along the lines of like Frankenstein. But you're right,
good.
Absolutely. No, I think you're right, because like Frankenstein has nothing to do with Norse mythology. But I thought of it as more of a name, but you're right. Like the amount of drinking going on, that's absolutely a Stein.
I mean, there's something to be said about all these buildings having Legos. Like they're almost like patchwork buildings.
Also, why do all of these buildings have Legos? That's the really confusing. But like with Nami, I thought it made sense. I was like, okay, somebody's captured her and put them in their play box.
Right.
But like the giants' backgrounds are also Lego buildings.
No, I'm so curious about that, and I also really just kind of love it.
On what is that, page 2? Their plants are Legos. Why?
Yeah.
Like this wasn't the way it was when Big Mom was around. What the hell happened that everything's Legos? Is Loki a fucking kid? Like, Big Mom killed the other elders. Is Loki a literal child giant who's in charge now and likes Legos?
Well, wasn't the person that she killed the old king of Elbaf?
The two people, yes.
Yes.
Yorl and Jarl.
Yorl and Jarl, never forget, except that I did. Okay. Well, I did look up the country of origin for Lego.
Norway?
Denmark.
I mean, no offense, they're all Scandinavian.
It's all Scandinavian, which could be why we're seeing it here. There's also
it's absolutely one. It's a known fact. Oda loves Legos and has built many sets.
Right.
2, it's Norwegian or Danish. Yes, it's how the hell do you have the Viking arc and just make it out of Legos and it makes sense? Like only Oda. Oda.
And I'm sure there's going to be some lore explanation that makes it all like come together. Yeah. It's like, oh, of course.
It's going to be like the Dressrosa toy animals hanging out, where it's like, oh wow, that's so cool. Oh no, it's not. That makes a lot of sense, and it's sad.
Awful. Yeah.
It's going to be like everything's made out of Legos because his dad never loved him enough to buy him Legos.
They didn't. Other construction workers died in the Great Construction Worker Plague.
Yeah, but it's got to tie in and be relevant and make sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not trying to cut the discussion short. I don't have anything to add. All they've done is set up just a whole big ass mystery of what's going on.
Yeah, pretty much. We get some establishing stuff, and then we just see the Usopp and Nami cause chaos, and the rest of East Blue 5 towards the end too. Not much to really go off of other than to just point and look at pictures and see what we can make of it. So yeah, I don't have much to say either.
But my predictions from this chapter: Loki's either a kid or a below average sized giant, and Vivi's on Elbaf. That's what I got. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think Vivi is here. I think she might show up though, if she does show up this arc.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the fact that it's the East Blue 5 got teleported, that's a little convenient.
Yeah, there's got to be something to that.
Especially after not too many chapters ago, we get Vivi being reminded we have nowhere to go. Please be nice, and she's like, "I'm not gonna be nice. I'll go where I want."
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna quick look. Last chapter. So yeah, Frankie, Robin, and Jinbei are confirmed on the giant ship. I'm not seeing. Oh, Brooke's there too. I don't know where Chopper is.
I was gonna say, where's Chopper?
I'm gonna look through the chapter.
If Chopper shows up on the island in same circumstances, I take away my Vivi thing. Like the only thing is it's only people from Little Garden so far. I
So,
can't imagine we introduce everybody but Chopper right now, though.
well, maybe because he's an animal, there might be something there.
Oh, maybe. You think he's the
Yeah,
hedgehog?
what if? No, I'm not seeing him after everyone disappears. He's there at the beginning of the chapter, so it makes me think he might already be on Elbaf as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have anything else to add? Any specific panels you want to point to?
Mm, not particular. There's one where the cat hits Usopp off the building and it's kind of cutting through the side of the edge of the panel, and I really like that. But other than that, it's just all good
That's
stuff.
actually a good panel. Like, hallucinations can't hurt me. And I love it because he knows the entire fan base is thinking, is this a hallucination? Confirmed. No, it is not.
Right, and he's also like maybe thinking of Perona with all her ghosts, and it's like those can't hurt me. Nope.
God, honestly, just one more way this ties back to Thriller Bark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, weird animals. Yeah, hallucinations. Yeah, all that good stuff. Good
I
check.
can't fucking wait. We've been waiting, what, 20 years for this at this point?
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
this is freaking insane. We're finally here. And despite 20 years of predictions, I don't think anyone called even a glimpse of this besides it being Viking themed.
Mm-hmm. And it being big. No, this
Well,
is a great first start, I think.
I can't wait to see where we go. Patrick, you want to hit us with an outro?
Yeah, thanks for watching and tuning in. We'll be back with another chapter review probably next week because we're not on break. Hell yeah. Comment below what are your hypes and expectations for Elbaf, and who's your favorite Norse god? We'll start there. And how long will it take for Luffy to eat them?
Hey everybody, it's John from Obscure Reference. Austin wants us to start including these end cards at the end of our videos, and that in these end cards I'm supposed to tell you to click here to subscribe, and click over here for another one of our delightful videos. Some things he didn't tell me to do include this, and this.